Hello everyone, welcome back to Sai Homeschool. We discussed full explanation of acids, bases and salt. In this session, we will discuss important question and answers of acid, bases and salts. First question is while explaining the chapter last session, I said already, what is the chemical name of baking soda? They may ask all the plaster of Paris, then baking soda, bleaching powder, all the chemical names. Here one we should tell. So what is the chemical name of baking soda is sodium hydrogen carbonate NaHCO3. What happens when zinc reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid? So what will happen? Zinc is a metal. It will react with the acid. What you will get? So when metal reacts with the acids, you will get a ZnCl2 and H2 gas, that is zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. If you write the equation when zinc Zn plus it will be reacts with HCl, you will get ZnCl2 plus H2 hydrogen gas will be liberated. Then third question, why do acids not show acidic behavior in the absence of water? So as acids produce hydrogen ions only in a aqueous solution. We already know that. So without water, it will not completely dissolve. If it not completely dissolve, it will not produce any ions and it will not conduct electricity. That is, so acids cannot ionize, so they do not show any acidic properties. The, that is, then fourth one, why does dry HCl gas not change the color of dry blue litmus paper? So that is what same thing. Dry HCl goes, sorry, HCl has does not, HCl gas does not release H plus ions without water. Therefore, here same thing. So all the acids in the concentration solutions are maybe dilute. When you dilute acid with the water, then only it will liberate a H plus ions. So therefore, dry litmus paper do not show change in a color. Then fifth question, what is the pH value of neutral solution? We already know that pH value of neutral solution is 7. If the pH value less than 7, it is a acidic solution. If pH value is more than 7, it is a basic solution. Name the acids present in. So it is very important while explaining the chapter. I said, so which contains which type of, what is the nature of acid present in a some food items or maybe some what we will use in our daily life. That is lemon. Lemon, it contains citric acid. We already know vitamin C also it will be present. It contains citric acid. Vinegar. Vinegar, it contains acetic acid. Then tamarind, it contains tartaric acid. Curd, it contains lactic acid. Then seventh question, what is the effect of dilution and acids and bases? So what will happen in the dilution? Acids and bases, the dilution decreases the concentration of ions. pH of acids will be increases. So when you add more and more water, so the dilution decreases the concentration of ions. Means here what will happen? I will take 5 ml of acid into 10 ml of water. So 5 ml of acid in 10 ml of water, if you add increasing the, here now acid is more we here present, there is H plus ions will be more. When I start adding more and more water, what will happen? H plus ion concentrations will be increases. So pH of acids, in the pH of acids increases while the pH of bases decreases. So that is what it will happen. So when dilution will be more in acid and bases. So dilution decreases the concentration of ions. pH of acids increases while the pH of bases decreases. So next question, why is toothpaste basic in nature? We said already. So after eating food, what will happen? Some of the food particles will be stuck in a teeth. Then it starts reacts with saliva and it will produce the bacteria. That bacteria will produce acids in saliva. Then we will get a tooth decay. So what we have to do is to avoid tooth decay, to preventing a tooth decay, we have to use a basic. Acids will be present in our mouth. So we have to neutralize that acids. We have to use a basic. Now here which is acting as a base as toothpaste. So it will neutralize the acids present in our mouth. What is the chemical formula for washing soda? So sodium carbonate 10H2O decahydrate. So we already said that is dot 10H2O. What indicates means? So that is water of crystallization. Number of water molecules present in this 1 unit of salt or maybe compound. It contains 10 molecules of water. That is washing soda is sodium carbonate decahydrate. So Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. Write the preparation of sodium hydroxide by electrolysis of drain solution, that is chloralkali process. You should write NaCl when reacts with H2O, it gives NaOH plus Cl2 plus H2. You have to see the activity, that sorry process, that is one activity we had done, that process of chloralkali process, that you should write it. What is the bleaching powder? Give its formula. So bleaching powder is a calcium oxychloride. That is formula is CaOCl2. Sometimes they may ask along with the uses of these washing soda, baking soda and bleaching powder, plaster of Paris, along with the formula and chemical name and also uses, they may ask. Here they ask you 12th question. State two uses of bleaching powder. So bleaching powder will be used as a disinfecting drinking water, then bleaching cotton, linen and paper. Then write the chemical formula of plaster of Paris. We already last class only we discussed the plaster of Paris briefly, that is CaSO4 dot of H2O. Then how is plaster of Paris prepared? So plaster of prepared, that is CaSO4 2H2O, that is gypsum. So CaSO4 of H2O, when we heat this one, that is we will get CaSO4 of H2O plus 1.5 H2O. Heating gypsum produces a plaster of Paris. So water of crystallization evaporates and hard white powder will be obtained. So we also already saw that reversible process again, how gypsum will be converted into black mix by adding again water into this. That is, so heating gypsum produces a plaster of Paris. What is the pH range of acids and bases? Just now I said pH value is less than 7 in acids. pH value is more than 7 in bases. That is, what is neutralization reaction? So the reaction between acid and base to form a salt and water is called neutralization reaction. Here it is acid is HCl, base is NaOH we have taken. What we are getting? When acids reacts with the bases, we will get a salt and water. That is neutralization reaction. Then name the products formed when hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium hydroxide. So you just write the products formed when hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium hydroxide. So what is this here? Hydrochloric acid. Acid reacts with the base. So what will happen here when acid reacts with the base? We are getting a salt and water. Same thing here, when acid reacts with the base, we are getting sodium chloride and water. So you should write the equation also. When HCl reacts with the NaOH, you will get a sodium chloride NaCl plus H2O. Then what is the common name of sodium hydrogen carbonate? That is baking soda. Sodium hydrogen carbonate is nothing but baking soda. Then Give 2 uses of baking soda. You should write. So what already I said. So whatever the questions they will ask from the more about the salts. That is all the type of salts, baking soda, washing soda, sodium hydroxide, then plaster of Paris, everything they will ask chemical in all the salts, common salts, you should remember the chemical formula, chemical name, and uses of those salts. So here baking soda will be used to in baking powder for making a bread and cakes. So here we already said bread and cakes will get spongy like such as what will happen when we add baking powder into that. So porous like structures will happen to come out. So what will happen? The bread will become sponge and we can observe the porous like structures on the bread and cakes. It is also used as an antacids to relieve acidity. So when we are having more acidity, so this is the base to neutralize the acidity in our body, we will use as the antacids. Why are strong acids and are strong acids and strong bases will be dangerous? Why it will be very dangerous? We already know it will be highly corrosive and also exothermic reactions. When we add this, we should take care of while converting that into concentrated or maybe dilute solutions. So so it will be corrosive, can cause severe burns on skin and damage materials. It will be highly reactive, so that it will be very dangerous. Some important formulas you should remember in your acids, bases, salts. One, it is hydrochloric acid. Formula is HCl. Sulfuric acid H2SO4. Nitric acid HNO3. Sodium hydroxide is NaOH. Calcium hydroxide is CaOH twice. That is very important formulas of some substances. Then baking soda, it is a NaHCO3. Then washing soda is Na2CO3 dot 10H2O. Bleaching powder is CaOCl2. Plaster of Paris is CaSO4 dot of H2O. So you should know all the questions for your exam point of view. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more updates on my channel.